Not just a name, it's a global force with a presence in over 160 countries. It connects more than 4 lakh members worldwide.
Today's program, Professor Dr. Geetan Singh Tomarji, respected Pro Chancellor Sri Vikrant Singh Rathorji, we can say that nowadays a key person of the university, Sri Avinash Mishra ji, Managing Director, Director School of Engineering, Anand, heads of various departments, HODs, HOIs, faculty, mentors, students, volunteers, as well as the dear students. Very good afternoon to you all. On behalf of entire Vikrant University, it is my pleasure and privilege to welcome Sri Geetan Singh Tomarji to spare the time to motivate our students and to inaugurate the IEEE student chapter. Sir, we are grateful to you that you have spared the time. A very big round of applause for him for giving time as well as to bless our students. At the same time, I also welcome our respected Pro Chancellor Sir, Sir Vikrant Singh Tomar Sir. At the same time, we are grateful to him also for giving the permission to establish the IEEE student chapter in the campus. He is taking lead to uplift the college if we talk about the innovation, if we talk about the academics. My deep appreciation to School of Engineering Director, at the same time, all the faculty mentors, students who have taken the membership of IEEE for upliftment and for the networking at the world level. I also welcome, as I told, now it is a key person who will bridge the gap between the industry as well as the academia, our MD Sir, Sri Avinash Mishra ji. Really, sir, we grateful to you that you are giving the guidelines to the university. If we talk about the Vikrant vision, if we talk about the Vikrant University, at Vikrant, our vision is crystal clear. That vision is to be a center of innovation, to be the center of excellence, and to be a center for the thought transformation. Empowering students to become not just professional but responsible global citizen. Not we are talking about at the national level, we are talking about the international level. The launch of this IEEE student chapter is a significant step in this direction. This chapter is not the benchmark or not the technical initiative. It is a platform for holistic development of the students, fostering critical thinking, leadership, teamwork, ethical values, and global preparedness. But how do we understand it at deeper sense? Let me share a simple story. We all have seen Tom and Jerry. Have not we? Each and everyone? Yes. Very good story. For over 40 years, Tom has chased Jerry but never succeeded. Do you know why? What is the reason behind it? There's only one reason. Tom runs for a wheel, but Jerry for the life. If we talk about Jerry's purpose is greater and so its performances. It means the lesson is purpose precedes performance. The higher the purpose, the greater the performance. As our scripture says, Tretam mantra sakti, Kritiyuge Gyan Sakti, Dwapare Yuddha Sakti, and Kaliyuge Sang Sakti. It means in the Treta Yuga, mantra was the power. In the Krita Yuga, knowledge was the power. In Dwapar Yuga, warfare was the power. And in Kali Yuga, the network is power. IEEE is that network. If we connect our scriptures and if we talk about the real knowledge of the today's world, IEEE is that network. It connects you to a global community of innovators, researchers, leaders, and professionals. It opens doors to placements, projects, patents, and global partnerships. More importantly, we were discussing about the story Tom and Jerry. So what is the purpose behind is the purpose is to learn, purpose is to lead and to make meaningful contribution aligned with the sustainable development goal which is being discussed by each and every person of the world nowadays. I urge each and every student to engage with this chapter, not just as a participant, but as innovators, leaders, and ambassadors of change. Use this platform not just to build career, but to build a character also. Let the inauguration mark the beginning of a powerful journey where ideas ignite, collaborations flourish, and futures are saved. Once again, sir, we welcome you in this campus and we are thankful to you that you have spared the time to motivate the students. Thank you to you all. Jai Hind, Jai Bharat.
Thank you.
Good afternoon. Today, as we have all gathered here for the inauguration of student chapter of IEEE at Vikrant University, I would like to welcome our chief guest of the day, a renowned academician, Dr. G.S. Tomar sir, who has supported us in setting up this student chapter. I want to welcome you, sir, and thank you for spending your time as a chief guest. I want to congratulate everyone at Vikrant University, as this is a remarkable achievement. It propels the university in the direction of becoming a research-driven university, which is one of our visions and mission. I want to especially congratulate the Director of School of Engineering and Technology, Professor Anand Bisain sir, for his tremendous hard work in setting it up. And of course, it was not possible without the able leadership of Honorable Vice Chancellor Dr. Chauhan sir. This initiative also resonates with the several sustainable development goals, as VC sir has already mentioned. Some of these goals which are aligned to this initiative are the SDG 4, which is quality education, the SDG 9, which is industry, innovation, and infrastructure, and SDG 17, which is partnerships for the goal. For the students, I believe it provides a great platform for learning, for innovation, for collaboration with like-minded people, and also, it increases your appetite for research. So I hope all of you will take full advantage of this. And in the end, I want to congratulate the first lead member team of the student chapter, which has Sakshi, Bilal, Anamika, Tanishka, and Divyanshi. Are you guys here? Can you stand up? So I hope you guys will, fulfill your responsibilities and take it very seriously and spread it to everyone. Encourage all of your peers to come forward and take full advantage of it. Once again, thank you all. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much. किसके बाद क्या है अभी उसी हिसाब से बोलूँगा मैं इसके बाद क्या है वो कब है सर्टिफिकेट नहीं इनॉग्रेशन तो है इसके बाद किसका है क्यों मैं टाइम ज़्यादा ले लूँ इसलिए कितना टाइम है मेरे पास ओके ओके सो थैंक यू वेरी मच ऑनरेबल चांसलर ऑफ दिस यूनिवर्सिटी pro chancellor vice chancellor MD my faculty colleagues students it's really proud privilege to be part of inaugural session. In fact, I have not done any what we call it. हमने कोई एहसान नहीं किया. In fact, it is my duty because when you are part of any organization, because it's a volunteer. This is the only one organization in the world run by volunteers. Do you know what is the volunteer? He has to give his time to society. So this is the only one. And it is a richest organization run by volunteers. There is no honor, no society ownership. no national ownership. Can you imagine? And still it is guiding the world in technological advancements. Whatever technological gadgets you have, until unless you do not have a standard of IEEE, it will not come out to your hands, because it has to have international standard, and that standardization has to be from ISO, and ISO is attached to IEEE. So that is what its importance is. So when you are part of such organization, you should not feel just being a member of that particular society or organization. You are member of persons like family member of Einstein, because Einstein was the member of this family, IEEE family. So you should feel proud in which family you are now attached to. Another thing, you must have seen its background, its history, because it is available on Google. It is, I think, more than 140 years in this present form, and it is started in 1924. And this is a combination of only professors, not professionals. It means for any nation, this community has some responsibility to deliver something to society. It is not just you take and take, it's a give and take. First you have to give, then automatically you will take. So if you are in this profession, whether you are by choice or by compulsion, only 10% people come in this profession by choice, and 90% are by compulsion. But even if you are coming by compulsion, after some time you make it as your choice. Then you can perform, otherwise you cannot perform. Same thing is for students. 50% students must have been forced by their parents to go for engineering. One small incident I'll tell. It's I think 2009 or 10. I was sitting in some institute as director here in MP only. That time this IT was on very. I think it's 2002 when I was in MITS. IT companies were coming, and less than 65% they were not even allowing you to sit in placements. And one gentleman came, though he got good percentage in PET, that time PET was there, but he had 59% in 12th. So then I suggested why you are putting him in engineering, because these, you might be thinking that being part of MITS, your son will get placed in these big companies which are visiting MITS. What he said, I am not coming here for placement. I am putting my son in this institute. At least he will learn how to wear the clothes. And when he will get married, I won't have to call anyone to put tie on his neck. It means you are considered in every aspect better than all other students. So at least, so that idea of that gentleman still I carry away. So you are part of any institute as an engineering student, then you have to perform something. What is an engineer? अब यहाँ पे भी कई लोग बाई फोर्स से बैठे होंगे, कोई मोबाइल पे लगा होगा, ये इंजीनियर की क्वालिटी नहीं है. इंजीनियर की क्वालिटी है वेयर एवर यू आर, गिव योर 100%. Even if you are sitting here by force, use this time 100%. And then we expect that at least 10% will be grasped by you. So we do not expect that you will grasp 100% whatever has been delivered here. Even if you grasp 10%, it is more than enough. And that you will grasp only when you are available at least 50% mentally in that particular hall. Whether it is inauguration, it is your classroom, it is your laboratory, it is your library, wherever you are. You have to be at least 50% attentive in that particular gathering. So that is what difference is between engineers and non-engineers. Another thing, can any student tell me what is an engineer? कौन सी ब्रांच है आपकी? CS। CS क्यों लिया? सॉफ्टवेयर। हाँ, सॉफ्टवेयर तो MCA वाले भी बनाते हैं। क्या अंतर है फिर बीटेक और MCA में? और आजकल 12th वाले बना लेते हैं। एक वेबसाइट अभी 7th का एक में किसी कॉलेज में गया था, वहां केवल स्कूलिंग का था, स्कूल के बच्चों का एक प्रोजेक्ट प्रोटोटाइप डिस्प्ले था। वहां पे इतने अच्छे अच्छे बनाए थे, कभी मेरे को अपने इंस्टीट्यूट में आके बोलना पड़ा कि आपसे तो अच्छे वो बच्चे हैं। ये गोल नहीं होता इंजीनियर का। ये आपका अपने, जो आपके VC साहब ने बोला ना कि आप अपनी जीविका की बात कर रहे हैं। इंजीनियर अपनी जीविका की बात नहीं करता, उसकी जीविका अपने आप चलती है। अगर वो इंजीनियर है तो उसको जीविका की बात नहीं करनी पड़ती, अपने आप चलती है, प्रोवाइडेड यू आर एन इंजीनियर। इंजीनियर इज ऑलवेज अपोज टू नेचर। आप कोई भी एग्जांपल ले लें, if you do not have that mindset that you are not capable of opposing natural parameters, you cannot have any development in your society. But that development or opposition should be with some offsets and some thresholds, and that threshold should not surpass by which you are destroying the nature. So that is what you have to think. Whenever, even if you are going for any software development, you need to know hardware. If you do not know hardware, then for whom you are writing this software? Then you are just an operator, not an engineer. Engineer has to think from scratch how it has been developed and why they need my software to put in this, whether it is for further upliftment of that particular device or it is just new device. Until unless you do not know that, your thought process will be just like an operator. So when you are part of IEEE, this is the only difference between other engineering students and IEEE students, because those students who are attached to IEEE will get all new concepts available in their email, provided that you use those webinars or links which have come to you weekly. That platform is for new technologies which are upcoming technologies. When you standardize, it takes 3 to 4 years for standardization. Any standard when you go, even this small device when you get, for your better knowledge, because you are all are engineers, you all have a smartphone. How many networks are there in that? This is for all branches, this question, because it's related to electronics, related to electrical, related to computer science. How many networks you have in your smartphone? Do you know what is network? Your pro-chancellor said that you need to have some network. So that's why I'm asking. How many networks you have in your mobile? If you do not know how many networks you have in your mobile, how can you develop your own network? You need to know how it is being developed. And still there are some constraints, and those networks which are available on your smartphone, we are not able to interconnect even for 0.3 centimeter. For that 0.3 centimeter, this signal has to go kilometers and come back again kilometers and then connect it to another network. So why can't we develop some interface by which this 0.3 centimeter gap can be taken care of by some network standard? That is not available. So those things you have to think when you are part of this Einstein family. This is the only one difference between other students and you. And provide, if you really go through all whatever the emails will be received by you being a member, certainly you will be able to know that. And there are 150 scientists of entire world who are working, at least if they are able to connect two networks on mobile. What will happen then? In your networks there is a delay. That delay will be taken care of. The communication will be fast. The Geo will come, every operator will come, will say that it's a 20 Mbps, 30 Mbps, 2 Gbps, whatever on papers it will be available, but when you go practically, it is not even 10 Mbps. Who will come to know? Only engineers. Provided you have that mindset that whatever has come is correct or not, then you have to read about it, not through Google, not through chat, GChat, whatever, what is has come, GPT, chat GPT, what it is. Whatever you write, it will come from the available database. It is not new. And what we expect, put some new database. See, even if you put a single line, new single line, that single line will come in that particular text, and that will be your. But if you believe that all old things we will go through and again we will go through that, that research will lead us nowhere. And that this is the reason our rupee is falling. It is not any political reason. It is a reason because we do not have our own technologies. We need to purchase, we need to hire. Because by mindset what we are, that responsibility of development is of other countries, we will just use it. Then you have to purchase. When you purchase more and more, this will be the condition. So you need to think in that way. Our politicians will not think. We should not carried away to this generation of politicians. We have to carried away with the generation of scientists. If you really worried about your country, I have roamed around the world, and what I found that small countries, we were thinking that there may be some other reason to have their dollars or their krona higher than our rupee. Then finally I came to know after roaming around 60 countries that is whatever concept I had was wrong. Concept is that you need to have your own technology. And when you interact with other students, so I'll tell your management also, you need to send your students, even if you are able to send 2 students abroad in some universities in an exchange or in whatever, that will be better than spending money on advertisement. Because those 2 students will spread in all students what he has seen, how library was looking like, how it was used, what was the lab facility there. Then they will force you to create those laboratories. If they have seen somewhere, they will force you to create those laboratories. If you have not seen, then at least your teacher should go. I'm not from electrical, just one example I'll tell you. I visited somewhere, I'll not tell the name of country, and because when we go to conference, we roam around in their laboratories also. So I found it's 3 years back. First electrical vehicle research lab I saw. It took me to create that lab 3 years because items I couldn't find here. My EV lab is first in the country. It is not even in it was before IITs. Because I saw it and I thought of that it will come after 2 year, 4 year or 5 year, whenever it comes to our country. My students will be able to see this lab, they will be able to work here. If not, at least when EV comes, we are running courses for drivers and mechanics around our society. We are not responsible only for students, we are responsible for society also. Being government institute, we are taking salary of government, it means it is a tax money, so we need to give to society also. So the 15 or 16 is to this mechanics are coming every year, 2 batches we run, and we charge 0 pack. So at least they will not spoil your EV, because when we purchase EV, if you go to any garage, if he is not trained well, then he will spoil your vehicle, and it's a costly affair. So it is not that we are giving some to them, we are greedy. And out of that greed, at least my vehicle will not be spoiled. So we created around 60 mechanics of good quality, starting from two-wheeler, three-wheeler, four-wheeler, and the research part. So that is what we have to think of. If I would have not gone there, then maybe this year or next year I would have created that lab. So that is the another is nowadays this mobile sets you have in your hand. For this 3G, 4G, 5G, everything we say, but we have not seen even 1G in lab. We see in your hand what is available in that, you know? No. So that lab also we have created for students. And my electronics students are placed before CS. So don't think CS is better. An electronics student is placed for 45 lakh, computer science is placed for 15 lakh. Because he has hands-on training on those devices on which they will be working there. They will not get those devices or the training material in industry also. So it is not that you will not be getting good placement. You will get good placement provided you have something in your mind, brain, and your hands. Engineer is always something has to be calibrated and caliber hands. Not only caliber hands, it has to be calibrated also. And you are calibrated by means of training. And that is practical training, not physical training. So you need to go for that. If you are really interested to serve the society or to take good job, then your institute is immaterial. Whether you are from IIT or you are from Vikrant or you are from any other institutes, if you are having something in your hands, then you will be consumed by any industry. Even if you are from IIT, and that insubordination is killing us. When you take admission here and you see IIT people or IIT professor, you think as if he is just thrown directly by God. No, he is from you only. So that concept of insubordination has to be totally eradicated from your minds. Until unless you do not take away, you will never become an engineer. You will always be slave. So don't be slave. And it's only your mindset. I have seen that IIT people, they are running behind the not technology package. And I've seen that package. The gentleman is coming to give me personally in my office one ATM card because he got good placement and good package in Scotia Bank, and that Scotia Bank was our bank there. And there it is not like India that you have to go bank. There is a high respect for professionals in academics. You don't have to go even for extending your work visa. That foreign ministry people will come to your university to extend your visa. This is another difference why we are not able to cope with the changes in technological world. Because in an Indian culture, you have to give everything, but you will not get any respect. So don't be carried away with that. You will not get respect, but still you will get satisfaction. So you work for your satisfaction, not for respect. Because respect, all illiterates will get respect in our country. And the 67% of GDP is dependent on engineers, directly or indirectly. And you calculate. It's either an engineer, somewhere related, or farmer. All others, even if it is a service industry, there also you are involved. Now you calculate. You go to your room or your hostel, then you start calculating that for what we are responsible, whatever growth any country is having, how much we are responsible for that. If you think in that way, then you should go for your self-satisfaction. And that self-satisfaction gives you respect. You don't have to run behind anything. You will start running. Another thing has come in our country, that this engineering for with regional languages. This is the rubbish thing we are getting in our country. And being in government, we do not speak out. I'm telling you openly everywhere that this is the rubbish thing which has come in our country, that engineering should be in regional language. Why it should be? When you do not have any your own technology, it has to go to 0 and 1, it has to go to ABCD somewhere when you program. Then how can you? One Tamil people will not be able to consume in Andhra language if he is learning your technology in that language. Until unless you do not have technology in your language, we compete with other. Chinese have their own technological language. Russia have own technological language. If not, English is international. So you have to be well versed in. If you go for service industry, you are working for US and you will speak Tamil there. You have to speak in English. So your language command is first and then technological command. If you have both, you will be consumed. Because finally you have to be globally fit engineer, not locally fit. Locally you can become some babu or some clerk, nothing else. Because in that language, clerk is required in all language, or Samvida teacher is required in your own language. Engineers are not required for own language. So you need to go for that language. International language is English. And then you need to have short skills in that. So I'll request management also, though they are doing, but still, sometimes what happens when political pressure is there, because these groups have to be somewhere aligned with the politics. So that pressure might be, but you take on head, not in your brain. That capability should be there with Misraji. Whatever we speak outside is different, but here when we are discussing with our own future, then we have to be very true in all sense. And we have to be capable of doing something only when you have some your own product. At least one product you give to this university. 3 months back, we have given $2 billion to one product, and that is one Professor Peter of KTH, Sweden. I'm part of that. IEEE is standardizing. When it is standardized, some company will take it and they give royalty whole life or one time. So he preferred one time. So he took one time royalty. The stunts, you know what is a stunt? If you think negative, then you will have very early stunt in your body. If you think positive, you will never think of stunt. And that stunt, $1 is paid to around the world. Whoever is using this stunt, $1 is paid to KTH. KTH is in Sweden. It means that professor doesn't have to do, out of that $1, he takes 30%. So last month I was in Sage University. By curiosity, one student asked me, "Sir, tell me how can I become billionaire? Can I become billionaire?" You might be thinking of that. Do you have this idea? How can you become billionaire? And see, out of curiosity he asked me. Then I said only two persons can become billionaire. One is professor, because if he does good research as early as possible. In industry, they are not billionaire because they have invested so much money and years together they have to. Individual billionaire can be only two, either scientist or professor. If you have given good technology, you will get royalty. If you are scientist, again you will give some product somewhere in industry. So either industry or academia. The individuals can become billionaire only in the two professions. All other billionaires you will see either by corruption or by adjustments. All other individuals. This is a practical. So you can become billionaire if you have one product out of you, any one product, and this product, it is very easy. Even if you give a small idea, if it is helpful to society, certainly some company will take. When cable is coming, next year is cable is coming for fourth generation of communication. We are talking about sixth generation. I am part of that working group, IEEE working group. You will see that working group only IEEE people can go. What is working group? Suppose one new thing has been propagated by some industry, then they need to have some standardization. So we do not have any connector from electronics students may be knowing better, from amplifier to antenna. There is no connector by which we can move data at 30 Mbps also. So how can you have 2 Gbps at antenna? That connector will come next year, and Cisco is coming up with that because industry has to pay for that standardization. And those who are giving that technology, again, it is not from our country. They will get 20, 20, 20. Three people are there. 20, 20, 20. How many? 60. It's not 60,000, it is 60 billion. So those three scientists will get, two are professor, one is from Bell laboratory. So it is very easy, provided you apply your mind. And all have to be attached with IEEE then only. Because unless you do not know new things, another concept is our syllabus. You will always tell that our university is not at par with whatever industry. Industry people come that your syllabus is not at par with us. And we say that your industry is not at par with our students. And this always it goes on. See, whatever degree you get, it is always one paper out of obsolete technology. What is obsolete technology? ऑब्सोलीट ऑब्सोलेंस पढ़ा होगा ना आपने ऑब्सोलेंस पुरानी हो गई जिसका यूज नहीं है उसको बोलते हैं ऑब्सोलीट टेक्नोलॉजी एब्सोल्यूट नहीं ऑब्सोलीट तो इसलिए अंग्रेजी पढ़ना जरूरी है मैं भी एबीसीडी वाला हूं छठवें से एबीसीडी पढ़ी थी मैंने बट बाय कंपल्सन वी हैव टू लर्न ऑल दीज थिंग्स so don't say that our syllabus is not at par with industry. Industry is never at par with any institute, provided you learn how to learn new things. So that is what concept we need to give. How to learn new things, not contents. So don't go for contents, but go for ideas and protocols. Then you will be able to learn new things. I've taken a lot of time, and now I think because I can speak on for days together standing here, so there is no problem. But still, sometimes if I get really in classes, I'll discuss particular things for related to that branch also. So thank you very much, and I hope that this branch will further carry away and propagate it to students.
Yes, sir. Now I would like to call Jatin Pal, BTech second year, as a member of student branch. Call Harshita Srivastav, student of BTech first year, as a member of. Call Som Singh Bhadoria. Now I would Now I would like to call respect. Now I would like to call Professor Aishwarya Singh ma'am. Stu- Now I would like to call Professor Surjit Singh. Now I would like to call Professor Arun Singh sir. Non-humanities and culture. Now I would like to call Agrawal, Dhanushka Pal, Disha Agrawal, Jyotsna Dandotia, Giriraj Sahu, Anshika Jain, Tanya Sharma, Anush Sharma.
और सब लोगों को मोबाइल चाहिए, आईफोन है, वो क्यों नहीं लेते चाइनीज वाला? क्वालिटी चाहिए ना, तो हर चीज में थोड़ा पैसा देना पड़ता है। सो व्हेन यू बिकम सम मेंबर ऑफ सम गुड ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, प्रोडक्टिव ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, इट इज नॉट ओनली कंज्यूमिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन कि भाई आपका पैसा आया और चला गया, ये आपको रिटर्न में बहुत ज्यादा, अगर आप सही में इसको यूज करें, मैं ब्रांच के बच्चों को बोल रहा हूँ, every month you have 2-3 projects. Even if you get $100 project, you will have one more activity without any expenditure from university. And if you have combined together 2 branch program, then we fund from section side. So you need to have activities with other universities or other institutes. भाई आप अपने घर में तो कुछ भी करते रहिए, जब तक आप दूसरे लोगों से नहीं मिलोगे तो उनकी पॉजिटिव नेगेटिव आपको पता नहीं पड़ेगा। सो आपको महीने में नहीं तो कम से कम क्वार्टर में एक एक्टिविटी ऐसी करना चाहिए जो दूसरे इंस्टीट्यूट के साथ में करें, एंड वी विल फंड दैट एक्टिविटी व्हाट एवर एक्सपेंडिचर कम्स।
एक्सप्लेन कर ही दिया है। उसके साथ साथ अभी इसमें आपको मेरा नंबर आनंद सर से मिल जाएगा। आप सब लोग मेरी महत्वपूर्ण सेक्शन को ऊंचाइयों पर ले जाएंगे, जिन ऊंचाइयों पर हमारा महत्वपूर्ण सेक्शन होना चाहिए। और इसी विश्वास के साथ आज मैं आपके समस्त और इसके लिए मैं मैनेजमेंट को धन्यवाद देता हूँ ग्रुप के, और आपके वाइस चांसलर साहब को धन्यवाद देता हूँ। वैसे उच्चारण आपको करना होगा, उसको माइंड में रखना, एक एक शब्द अपने आप। The student of the IEEE of Vikrant University importance of our responsibilities in affecting the overall development of myself and fellow members. As a member of IEEE and its UPD student branch, do hereby commit myself to the highest ethical and professional conduct and agree to accept responsibility in making decisions consistent with the professional growth of the branch and its mentors, to avoid real and perceived conflicts of the interest wherever possible, and to disclose them to affected parties when they do exist. To be honest and realistic in stating claims or estimates based on the available data to improve understanding of the technology and its appropriate application and potential consequences to maintain and improve technical competence and to undertake technological tasks for others only if qualified by the training or experience or after full disclosure of pertinent limitations to seek, accept, and offer honest criticism of technical work to acknowledge and correct errors and to credit properly the contributions of others to treat fairly all persons regardless of such factors as race, religion, gender, disability, age, or national origin to avoid injury others, their property, reputation, or employment by false or malicious action as social obligations we will resist and work to abolish social ill practices like bribery. Thank you so much. Congratulations to Vikrant,
Chairperson of IEEE Vikrant University, to share her dreams, goals, and vision for the future. A very good afternoon to one and all present here. First and foremost, I would like to extend my heartfelt thanks to all the students and faculty members for entrusting me with this role and giving me this opportunity to serve this vision. Your belief means a lot, and I carry this responsibility with utmost sincerity. I would also like to express my gratitude to our chief guest, Dr. Geetam Singh Thomas sir, Chief of IEEE Madhya Pradesh section. Sir, your presence today adds immense value to this event. We are truly grateful to have your guidance as we begin this journey. IEEE, for those new to the name, is not just a student club. It's a global community, a powerhouse of ideas and innovation, and connecting students like us to a world of opportunities. And this student branch, this is our gateway. As we mark this special occasion, the inauguration of our IEEE student branch, I'm proud to share our direction forward. Aligned with our vision, from campus to community, technology for humanity, our mission focuses on three key areas: enhancing technical skills through technical workshops and hackathons, encouraging research and innovation through research mentorship or guidance sessions, and promoting community outreach through conferences and seminars. Through these, we aim to turn knowledge into impact and learning into leadership. And it's my pleasure to share that in December 2025 we will be organizing an international conference here in Vikrant University. This branch this branch is more than just an initiative. It's a space where curiosity meets community, where we don't just study what is in the books, but explore what lies beyond them. A place where collaboration, growth, and innovation go hand in hand. As chair, I promise to give my best, but I can't do it alone. I humbly seek your support and cooperation to make this branch a success and a source of pride for all of us. To every student out there, whether you are a coder, a thinker, a dreamer, or just someone curious, I invite you to be a part of this community. Let's grow together, build together, and turn our what ifs into what's next. Let's create a community where ideas thrive, mistakes are embraced, and growth it is inevitable. Thank you once again to everyone who made this launch possible. Here's to a future full of innovation, inspiration, and lots of debugging. Thank you so much. Now, I would like to request our Managing Director, Avinash Mishra sir, to kindly motivate us and bless us. Sir.
Chief guest Dr. G.S. Tomarji, Honorable Vice Chancellor Vikrant Singh ji, Vice Chancellor Dr. P.S. Chauhan ji, Anand Singh ji, newly appointed Chairman Sakshi Bharadwaj, and all the honorable professors and dear friends. I am amazed to see this kind of activities are happening for the engineers. First time I have attended IEEE conference, and I came to know this is a very old organization, and right from Einstein to the Sakshi Bharadwaj. So she is also now newly a member. So really, I was just discussing with Dr. G.S. Tomar Saab. This is the Vikrant University. Vikrant is not newly associated with this IEEE. I think way back in 2009-8, first international conference was organized in Vikrant College, Indore, and he was the director, and he initiated at that time. So give him a big round of applause. He has extended his support to now Vikrant University. So I was just thinking, 15 years ago, when we used to recruit any engineer in our company, so what I used to see at that time, just I was recollecting, engineers, we are looking at only three things. First is technical knowledge, second is analytical skill, and third was the domain knowledge. So only three capability are things we are looking at that time 15 years ago, and that was sufficient for making a successful engineer in any company, not more than that. But after some time, 10 years back approximately, suddenly IT sector has emerged in a very big way. So what happened? Internal MNCs companies, they have started taking engineers on all across disciplines, and they have recruited numbers of engineers. And what they used to do, they were only doing the back-end job for them. No, whatever you studied, they were not utilizing your expertise. They were just asking you to do back-end job, and that was nothing to do with your engineering knowledge. So that was the era. Now, again, in current scenario, what corporates are looking for from the engineer, not only the domain knowledge, technical knowledge, analytic skill, but now they are looking for soft skill also. Because they are not looking at engineer as an engineer. They are not going to, for the whole career, they are not going to be an engineer. They want you to develop as a leader. And this certificate of IEEE, this is a membership you have taken, but I call it certificate of IIIT is leadership, not only membership. Because you are going to become a leader after joining IEEE. Why? Because you will be interacting more professional. You will get chance to interact with professor like G.S. Gautam Sam and many professors, and you will also be involved in real world problem which is happening. So this all collaboration with many people, you will get a good perspective what is how you can become a leader. You will not remain as an engineer. You should strive for become a manager then leader. So that is a very good platform to make you a perfect leader in your career. That is what I could understand. Why engineers? I have heard Professor Chauhan Sahab, I heard Vikrant ji also, and G.S. Gautam Sahab, because they are all by profession, by qualification, they are all engineers. But I look at from a different angle. Ultimately, end of the day, you have to be a good human being. Either you are engineer, or management side, or art side, or agriculture side, pharmacy, you have to be good human beings. This is at the end of the day. Because ultimately we are looking at society. And you know technology, how there are certain advantages of also having a technology, advanced technology, but there are other part also. There are a lot of challenges are emerging. You must be heard about ESG, environment, social and governance. World is talking on this subject because technology is so changing rapidly that they are creating a problem for the future generation. So that is ESG. There is a lot of focus on corporate side and government side how to control this technology which can not destroy the future generation. So ultimately, wherever you are a people, and you will take action, whether right or wrong, and your action will affect the society. So as an engineer, lot of responsibility on you to invent or reinvent anything which should not hamper the future generation, your future planet, what you call it. So in an organization like corporate, I am just giving you one perspective why you people are so important in any organization, because people is the center of any business which has got a sustainable advantage. Others can be replicated by easily by your competitor. So any business, people is the center of, whether engineer, manager, whatever you call it, people. Okay. Bill Gates का नाम सुना है? Have you heard it? Bill Gates? So he said, if you take my top 20 people from my organization, will become a mediocre company immediately. That is the power of people in any organization. Have you heard GM company called GM? His chairman Sloan. He said, "You take my asset, leave my people. Within a 6 months, we will all get it back." So this is the power of people. So you should understand how important you are for any organization. So don't look at if you are from Vikrant University or you are from IIT, nothing. At the end of the day, your performance and potential work. Okay, this all degree give you a direction only, but your mindset will determine your destination. What Professor G.S. Gautam also told, mindset is very important. So you have to have a positive mindset and see ultimately who is going, how many of you are interested to join the job? जॉब कितने लोगों को चाहिए होता है? Can you raise a hand? Very few people they are raising their hand.
They are not confident. Otherwise,
आपको जो जॉब नहीं करेंगे वो क्या करेंगे? खेती बाड़ी. So Why you are not? Why you are studying here then? What is your purpose? Why you are studying here? To take degree only? तो क्या करेंगे उसके बाद? I'm very surprised. You are not having you know, given an answer of my question. So I'm trying to understand why you are studying. But anyway, that is why I told you, if you are not going for job, wherever you are, you have to be a good human being. At least you can get this degree from Vikrant University. ठीक है? अच्छे आदमी बनना है कि नहीं बनना है? बनना है ना? तो सोसाइटी में आप, हो सकता है आप सोशल वर्कर बनना चाह रहे हो सकता है आप एग्रीकल्चर में जाना चाह रहे हो, या हो सकता है कुछ अपना बिजनेस चालू करना चाह रहे हो. दिस ऑल अप टू यू. बट एट द एंड ऑफ द डे you are my, you know, I want to transform you as a good problem solver, because I have joined Vikrant University for a special purpose. I want to see all students transformed from as a good problem solver, good innovator, and you should be industry relevant, future leader of any industry. ओके? बन सकते हैं कि नहीं? आप कहीं भी आप जाएंगे, चाहे आप कोई भी प्रोफेशन चूज करें, प्रॉब्लम्स वहां आएंगी. तो यू शुड बी एबल टू solve the problem systematically, and you should be innovator, because you are all engineers, and you should be looking at as a future leader of any organization. So that is very important, and for that your faculty should also be focusing on how practical learning can be adopted here, how you can be supported by them to creating your future, and how they are most industry relevant wherever, because abhi now campus will come, lot of people will be coming, good organization will be coming here, they are looking at a good talented student. So this is very important. Without faculty support, it is very difficult to showcase your potential and talent. So you take your support from your faculty and do whatever you want to do. Okay? There is no compulsion you should go for job. Wherever you go, you should be able to do the best whatever you have in your potential. 2-3 example. Many people are here from underprivileged community, because now you are creating a good community. IEEE is a community for engineers. But do you feel without IEEE people are not doing well? There are people, they are doing very well. Abhi, if you read today's newspaper, you will find 2 cases. I am very good to see these 2 news. One girl from Kerala, this is from Adivasi community. She got a good opportunity. आपने पढ़ी है? हाँ, pilot. She became pilot. Well, she was not engineer, and her parents were daily wages mazdoor, labor, and she became a pilot. In 12 years age, she got a dream, I will become a pilot, and she started working on that area. Irrespective of their family condition was not good, but she became a pilot. And second case is also there. Again, Aniket, his name is Aniket, he became a judge. He is from Maharashtra. And his father, he worked with his mother on labor, agricultural labor. ठीक है ना। ऐसे लोग हैं जो कि जिन्होंने ठान लिया और वो आज अपना ड्रीम पूरा कर लिया उन्होंने। It doesn't mean कि only engineers or management student can fulfill their dream. No, there are other part of communities also there. They are doing very well. Few days back, I heard one two 8th class boy. They are not engineer. They have developed a device. उन्होंने डिवाइस अपना एक बनाया जिसमें कि वो ट्रैक्टर जो है विदाउट ड्राइवर के चल जाएगा। They have developed a device. Or there are 8th class 2 students from Jhansi. So why I am sharing this information? Because if you want to do if you take a pledge, I want to do something differently, you can do it. तो समाज में बहुत से ऐसे केस भी हैं जो जिनको कि वो अधिकार नहीं मिले, जो उनको प्रिविलेज नहीं मिला जिससे कि वो पढ़ पाए, लेकिन दे आर doing very well. So that is, and you are lucky, you are studying here Vikrant University में पढ़ रहे हैं हम, and you are getting a good support from your management, from your faculty, and you have a good opportunity to become a different from others. So anyway, thank you very much for being with us, and I am here. So anyone wants to connect with me, they can come to me. I will guide them. I will support them. How you can become a good engineer, how you can become a good manager, how you can get a job. But this will not be a one way. This will be a two way. Okay? One way कहीं नहीं होता है. Two way है. If you really want to do something, I am here. All dignitaries are here. Will support you, guide you. If we can do something for you, that is a good satisfaction factor for me. So thank you very much and wish you all the best. Thank you.
माने शख्सियत, आज हम सब लोगों का सौभाग्य है कि सर की प्रेजेंस जो है हमारे विश्वविद्यालय में हुई। डॉक्टर गीतम सिंह तोमर सर आपका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। मैं एक पुराना सर मूवमेंट याद दिलाना चाहूँगा। 2015 में IEEE ब्रांच का इनॉग्रेशन हमने किया था। आपके साथ काफ़ी समय से जो है फॉलोअप चल रहा था, लेकिन अर्जेंट आपको उस दिन जो है कोई काम आ गया था, इसकी वजह से आपकी प्रेजेंस होने का सौभाग्य हम लोगों को नहीं मिल सका। वो मोस्ट अवेटेड डे जो है आज हम सब लोगों को प्राप्त हुआ सर। थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपने अपने बिजी शेड्यूल में से हमारे लिए समय निकाला। हमेशा हम सभी फैकल्टी मेंबर्स को, हम सभी स्टूडेंट्स की किसी भी टाइप की एक्टिविटी को बिना किसी कंडीशन के ऑलवेज सपोर्ट करने के लिए मोटिवेट करने वाले हमारे ऑनरेबल प्रो चांसलर सर हमेशा ये बोलते हैं कि आप बच्चों के प्रोग्रेस के लिए जो भी आप करना चाहते हैं करिए, किसी भी फंडिंग का कोई प्रॉब्लम नहीं है, आप बस स्टूडेंट को एक राइट ट्रैक पर जो है लेकर जाइए। थैंक यू सो मच सर, आपने अपना वैल्यूएबल समय दिया सर। इस ब्रांच को इनॉग्रेशन वाले लेवल तक लाने के लिए हमेशा हम सबको, हमारी पूरी टीम को पुश करने वाले हमारे ऑनरेबल वाइस चांसलर सर, कभी दिन कभी रात कभी शाम हमेशा बोलते हैं, आनंद ये वाला काम हो गया क्या, आनंद वो वाला काम हो गया क्या। थैंक यू सो मच सर। आप अगर इस तरीके से सपोर्ट ना करते तो शायद हम ब्रांच को इनॉग्रेशन तक लेकर ना आ पाते। साथ ही साथ मैं एश्योरेंस देना चाहता हूं अपनी पूरी टीम की तरफ से, इस ब्रांच को जिस तरीके से न्यूली अपॉइंटेड चेयर पर स्टूडेंट ब्रांच साक्षी ने बताया कि पूरे डेडिकेशन के साथ इस ब्रांच की टोटल फंक्शनिंग को मॉनिटर करेंगे, एग्जीक्यूशन को इम्प्लीमेंट करेंगे, और साक्षी और पूरी साक्षी की टीम इस ब्रांच को क्वार्टरली, मंथली, जिस तरीके से भी एक पूरा प्लानर ये तैयार करने वाले हैं बच्चे, सारे प्रोग्राम्स का एग्जीक्यूशन जो है एक करके एग्जीक्यूट करेंगे। तो नो डाउट न्यूली अपॉइंटेड जितने भी हमारे मेंबर्स हैं, ब्रांच के स्टूडेंट मेंबर्स, आप सबका बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। फैकल्टी मेंबर्स, हेड ऑफ डिपार्टमेंट्स, स्टूडेंट्स, जिसने नो डाउट बैकग्राउंड में रहकर इस इवेंट को ऑर्गेनाइज करने के लिए सपोर्ट किया, आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। ऑर्गेनाइजिंग टीम के मेरे बहुमूल्य सदस्य प्रोफेसर ऐश्वर्या सिंह, प्रोफेसर हर्षिता, प्रोफेसर सुरजीत सिंह परिहार, प्रोफेसर अरुण सिंह, आप सभी लोगों ने नो डाउट स्टूडेंट के साथ कनेक्ट होकर छोटी छोटी चीजों को मॉनिटर किया और इस प्रोग्राम को कंडक्ट करने में अपना सहयोग किया। आप सभी का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। कुछ ऐसे मेंबर्स जो कि हमेशा फ्रंट में आने से थोड़ा सा हिचकिचाते हैं, उनका मेन पर्पज होता है कि प्रोग्राम सक्सेस होना चाहिए। ऐसे ही हमारे बीच जो है हमारे सौरभ सिंह राठौर जी, जो हमारे मैनेजमेंट डिपार्टमेंट के फैकल्टी हैं, लेकिन फिर भी हमारे IEEE ब्रांच को इनॉग्रेट करने में हमारी काफी जो है मदद की। आप सभी लोगों का बहुत बहुत धन्यवाद। थैंक यू सो मच।
He is the key person. He is newly appointed faculty members in the Department of Management, sir, and he has taken lead. And he is also the corresponding person if we talk about the IEEE, our conference also. So he is the member whose name has been given in the every conference website as the same and the brochure also. And he is supporting Anand a lot. He is the faculty in management, but he is supporting the Department of School of Engineering and Technology. A big round of applause for him. And to honor him, please come and take one picture with the Vikrant Thomas, sir. Please. He was his dream.
थोड़ा